Hello everyone, my name is Utkarsh Agarwal. Hope all of you are doing well and keeping safe. Welcome to the first episode of Audit on the Go, that is Chalte Phirte Audit. So here the basic idea behind these series of episodes with which I will be coming up is to generalize the concepts of audit, is to simplify the concepts of audit, and these will be very short videos on audit concepts, but probably like simplifying, like anyone who doesn't know about audit, doesn't know about the concepts of audit, will come to know about these concepts in a very layman manner. Okay, so let's get started with the first episode of Audit on the Go, Chalte Phirte Audit. Okay, so here we will start with our first topic, which we are going to cover is audit itself. What is audit? So in layman's term, if I have to define that what is audit, then audit is nothing but checking. Audit is nothing but checking. Checking of anything and everything is audit. Let us understand this concept. Suppose you go to a store to purchase something. You purchase some garments from a store. And when you are at the billing counter, then you check the bill that, okay, whatever garment I have purchased, the billing is for that garment or not, the quantity and the price is as per the price tag or not, and there is no mismatch between the quantity that you are receiving physically and the invoicing that is done for you. So this is a manual check that every one of us do, right? Whether we are a chartered accountant or not, this thing has been imbibed to us from our childhood. So I can say that even from our childhood we are auditors, irrespective of the fact that you are from science background, you are from commerce background, you are a pilot, you are a scientist. Every one of us are an inborn auditor. Let's take another example. In our home, our mothers are also auditors. How is it? So in every home, we have a milkman who gives the milk, and at the end of the month, what our mothers do, they have a calendar. Okay, they have a calendar where they put a note that, okay, on which days the milkman has done an absent or we have not taken the milk, and how many days actually the milk has been served, have been provided to us by the milkman. And at the end of the month, when the milkman comes with a bill that, okay, your monthly bill of milk is this much, suppose 500 for example, then your mother reconciles from the calendar or the diary that she maintains that, okay, how many days actually the milkman has served the milk, has provided the milk, into multiplied by the rate at which the milk has been provided or has been contracted, right? And then what the amount comes to, whether it is tallying with the bill that has been supplied by the milkman or not. And if not, then such reconciliations take place, and then milkman is called and all the reconciliations take place, and then a final amount that is to be paid to the milkman is arrived at. So here what we are trying to generalize, what I am trying to generalize is like audit is not a havoc. Audit itself means checking. Like we all have given exams, we might be giving exams as well from our class 1, upper class, like from the nurseries, from class 1 till the colleges, and after that competitive exams. So in exams what we do, we give exams, and there is a checker concept, right? That a teacher checks. It is like auditing. So now I think we have concluded on that audit is checking. But what is the purpose of checking? Why we do audit? Why we do checking? So the purpose of auditing or checking is to ensure that the things are done in the manner it should be. To ensure that things are done in the manner it should be. That is why checking is done. So if I come to the actual definition of audit, which is given by ICAI, our ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, then audit is an independent examination of financial statement of an entity. Audit is an independent examination of financial statement of an entity, whether profit oriented or not, irrespective of its size and legal form of business. And such an examination is conducted with a view to express an opinion thereon, that whether the financial statement is showing true and fair view or not. So let's decode this definition of audit. It is a big definition, but let's decode it together. Audit is an independent examination of financial statement of an entity. So this phrase is very true. Audit is an independent examination. We as an audit body, we as an auditor, we as an audit firm are independent of the entity. We are independent. Our interests are independent. We are a separate body which is backed by ICAI, which is backed by the Act of Parliament Act, and this independent body, based on independent examination of financial statement of an entity, gives an opinion that whether their financial statement is showing true and fair view or not. So an audit is an independent examination of financial statement of an entity. So what is financial statement? So financial statements will comprise of P&L statements, profit and loss statements, balance sheet, cash flow statements. So this comprises the financial statement of an entity, whether profit oriented or not, irrespective of its size and legal form of business. So when we take this phrase of whose audit we do, of an entity, whether profit oriented or not, irrespective of its size and legal form of business. So when we say this, it means that entity can be a profit oriented or a non-profit making, like a charitable trust, hospitals, schools can be also covered in our audit. So it can be any entity and it can be of any legal form of business. Again, like it can be a trust as well, it can be a manufacturing company, it can be a service company, any kind of entity. Okay, it can be a sole proprietorship, it can be a partnership, it can be a company. Okay, anything. So irrespective of its size and legal form of business. And such an examination, why we do such an examination? Such an examination is conducted with a view to express an opinion thereon, that whether the financial statement is showing true and fair view or not. So when we are saying expressing an opinion, so as an auditor, as an independent body, when we are examining the financial statements of any entity, we are thereby giving an opinion. We are expressing an opinion. We are not certifying that whether the financial statement is showing true and fair view or not. Based on our examination, we are just giving an opinion that can be relied upon, might not be relied upon, but we are not certifying anything. Okay, and in our next episodes we will come to know that why we are just giving an opinion and why we are not certifying it. So there are concepts of nature, timing and extent of audit that we are going to cover in order to understand this, that why do we only express an opinion and not certify. Okay, great. And the last phrase of this definition of audit, let's revive the entire definition again. Audit is an independent examination of financial statement of an entity, whether profit oriented or not, irrespective of its size and legal form of business, and such an examination is conducted with a view to express an opinion thereon that whether the financial statement is showing true and fair view or not. So true and fair view or not. So true and fair view means that whatever figures, whatever facts, whatever statements, whatever disclosures that are done in the financial statements, in the P&L statement, in the balance sheet, in the cash flow statements, in the notes to accounts, are showing a true picture, are showing a fair picture. Whatever figures that have been provided in these statements, whatever disclosures that have been made, whatever statements that have been made is showing a fair picture. There has not been any alteration or malfunctioning in these statements or figures that are being shown. And that is why we do examination of these financial statements, of these facts, and thereby express an opinion and thereby doesn't certify it. Thank you everyone. Hope I am able to make you all understand that what is audit in layman's term. Again, audit is just checking of anything and everything with an objective to ensure that things are done in the manner it should be done is audit. And the last line that I would like to say before coming to the conclusion of episode 1 of Chalte Phirte Audit on the Go, is that audit is not only limited to the auditing of financial statement of an entity. In today's evolving world, evolving business structures, audit is not only about auditing financial statements. Audit, there are different types of audit: statutory audit, internal audit, ITGC's audit, okay, IT related general control audits. So there has been a lot of involvement of auditors, evolvement of business, which has led to increase in scope of audit. There are forensic audits. So there can be any kind of audit. Why? Because audit means checking with an objective to express an opinion that whether the financial, checking with an opinion to express an opinion that the things are done in the manner it should be done. Okay, thank you everyone for your patience listening, and hope I am able to make you clear about what is audit. And audit is not only restricted to checking or examining the financial statement of an entity. So further in our next episodes we will further discuss that, okay, if audit is not limited to examining of financial statement only, then what is its scope? What are the different types of audit? Why audit is actually important? We understood what is audit, but why it is important? Why it is important to a common man? Why it is important to the investors? We will focus on that in the next episode. Thank you everyone. Bye.